All right, so this is going to be volume of a cone, but it's going to be a word problem. So a trucking company needs to move a pile of limestone. The limestone is stored in a pile shaped like a cone. The pile is 13 yards high, and its base has a diameter of 18 yards. How many truckloads will the company need if each truck holds 7.2 yards cubed of limestone? Use 3.14 for pi and do not round your answer. So lots of information here. So first, let's picture this pile of limestone they have here. And I know it should probably be smaller rocks, but that was the cutest cone-shaped one I could find. So we're picturing this as kind of a cone shape, right? And it's a pile that is 13 yards high, and it has a diameter of 18 yards. So that's actually a little different. That's the first time they've given us diameter so far that I've seen. So with this one, I need radius, right? So I'm going to end up having to convert that in a moment. They tell me that the truck holds 7.2 yards cubed, so I'm going to have to use that to find out how many truckloads, right? So let's go ahead and they also tell us to use 3.14 for pi and not to round our answer. Big, huge instruction there. All right, so what's the formula for the volume of a cone? Well, that's volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. R is our radius, h is our height, okay? And pi, that's what they're telling us to use for 3.14. All right, so what's the radius of this cone? Well, it'll only be 9 because the diameter goes all the way across and the radius only goes halfway across. So we just take the 18 and we cut it in half. So we get 9. The height of the cone is 13 because they just gave us that straight away. And then they're telling us to use 3.1 for pi. So what are they asking us to find and why do we need volume? Well, they're asking us to find the number of truckloads the company's going to need, right? And I need to know how much rock is sitting there in that pile to find out the number of truckloads. Because once I know how much actual rock there is, the volume of rock, then I can divide that by the number, the volume that each truckload can handle, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug this into our formula. So we have pi r squared h. So we're going to do our r squared first. So I have 1/3 times 3.14 times 81, because that's 9 squared, and then times 13. So now in our calculators, we're going to do this part first. We're going to go 3.14 times 81 times 13. Do that, all three of those numbers first. Then click equals. You should have a nice big number. And then what we're going to do with the 1/3 is that means divide by 3. So when I divide by 3, if you don't divide by 3, you're going to get a very large number. You're going to have like 3,300. But you want to divide by 3, so you get 1,102.14 yards cubed. So do all these numbers first and then divide by 3. Okay? So now, how many cubic yards can each truck hold? Well, that's 7.02 yards cubed. So I'm going to divide to find the total number of truckloads, because here's my total that I have. This is what each truck can hold. So if I divide, that'll tell me that that company's gonna have to do 157 truckloads to move that limestone. So it's a whole lot of truckloads. So that was volume of a cone in a word problem. I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next video.